So, my brothers and sisters, I mentioned before on my previous video how there is mixed feelings all across Africa about the role of Queen Elizabeth. Some people mourn with the royal family. Some people sympathize with them. And some people really do not care. But some other people are so angry and they blame her for all the things that happen in Africa, or the stealing, or the looting. People in South Africa even blame her as being part of apartheid, directly or indirectly. So today we are talking about Kenyans. Kenya was also a colony of the British. So many Kenyans have come out to share their thoughts about the passing away of Queen Elizabeth. So let's watch this video to hear what they have to say.
Kenya is where the reign of Queen Elizabeth started, but her death has stirred mixed emotions for a country that didn't always have the easiest relationship with the late monarch. In 1952, the then Princess Elizabeth was on a royal visit with her new husband, Prince Philip. Her trip was cut short when her father, King George VI, unexpectedly died. The young princess became queen whilst on Kenyan land, a date that many still fondly remember. In Nairobi's Rail Museum, the Queen's royal visits are celebrated.
So when she visited Kenya in 1993, she used the royal train on her way to Nanyuki.
You've got ER there, Elizabeth Regina. Why is it important to preserve this?
We are happy because history was made in Kenya during that time, and we are glad to be part of that history.
But there is another history, Britain's colonial rule. The British crackdown on the Mau Mau uprising killed an estimated 11,000 Kenyans, and many held the Queen, as Britain's head of state, responsible.
Kenya was colonized by the British, and being colonized by the British, people have lost their fathers, they have lost their grandparents here.
Fighting for independence.
Fighting for independence from the colonies. So again, when this is a colonizer, there are people who, that is the feeling they have.
But the association with the Queen has also had some positives.
Yes, there are positives. I mean, the colonization also brought positive things, but again, there's the negativity bit of the losses that Kenya as a people went through.
Signs of British colonial history and the resentment of it are unavoidable in Nairobi. The city's main road was named Princess Elizabeth Highway when it opened, but since renamed Freedom Road after independence. Time has healed only so much here.
King Charles ascended to the throne, replacing the mother. This in itself marks a new beginning. I don't think a great fraction of Kenyans will look at it like that. The more critical ones will remain critical, will still continue to pose their hard and uncomfortable questions, and will demand economic justice, political justice, and reparations.
Okay, my country people. So you guys have heard what the Kenyans have to say. Some of them are really, really not happy about the way they were being treated by the British. And some of them are really, really angry about how they had to struggle to get their independence. And some of them are really concerned that even though they were granted independence, it doesn't feel like they are independent. There is a lot of mixed feelings. And these mixed feelings will not go away anytime soon, because I think a lot of harm was done to the African people. And some of these things have not been addressed. They have just been moved aside. And remember, I have said it many times on this show, Whenever you fail to address anything, whenever you fail to give a lasting solution to any problem, whenever instead of addressing anything, you just store it or box it or shelf it, that thing will one day crawl back to you. We must learn to solve problems when they came up. We must learn to give every single issue the time and the effort it deserves. Nothing should be looked upon as being very minor. Everything is significant to the people affected by it. People in these colonies need to share their experiences, and others need to listen. People who were greatly affected by colonization and the British rule in Africa need to be compensated. I know when you talk about compensation, most of the West, especially the British, don't want to hear about it. But you have to remember that they looted Africa for many years and they stole a lot of things from Africa. Millions upon millions upon millions of Africa worth was stolen by the British and other colonial masters. They have to compensate Africa for the things they've done to Africa and its people. A forum needs to be set up to handle this issue. This is the only way that we can finally move past it. If we keep on avoiding this particular topic, it will keep on crawling back to us. So I hope African leaders can finally open up a forum to discuss about what colonization did to Africa and to its people, and what type of compensations need to be made out to Africa. So my brothers and sisters in Africa, share your thoughts with us in the comment section. What is your take on Queen Elizabeth's role in Africa? She was the British monarch for 7 years. As a matter of fact, she was the longest serving British monarch. So what role did she play in Africa? Did her role in Africa help Africa and its people move forward? Or did it hinder the growth and development of Africa? Please share your thoughts and opinions with us in the comment section below. Thank you very much and see you in the next video.